Hi, good afternoon. Hi, good evening. This is Charlene Chua, also known as Enlights 369 or Northern Lights Intuition. So this will be my weekly intuitive reading for the final week of February. So that will be from the 21 to the end. And just to let you know that today, the 21st, is actually when the Mercury retrograde goes direct. So this is the last day, and some of you may have projects or contracts that have been stalled for the while. So this is a good time to continue them. So just kindly look at your plans. Make sure you double check. Okay, so cards have been shuffled. We can now begin. By the way, it's 10 minutes to 6 p.m. Bangkok time. So for personal readings, I do have a range of services depending on what you need. So please check out my Facebook page or send me a private message. Thank you. So let's begin. Okay. Okay. Let's look at this is the past or the recent past. Two of Clubs. So the Two of Clubs represents duality. So this can mean like, and the clubs represents flower, which is summer, the element of water. Um, yeah, the element of water, and also the mind. Okay, and some of us may be feeling that it's like we're the poles of a magnet. Twos are like the poles of a magnet. Um, you may be feeling split about something in your mind, um, but the real strength comes from embracing both the individuality and the duality. It's like you cannot love a person because of their good parts, so to speak. So you have to embrace both sides of you, or whatever your decision is, you have to embrace it wholeheartedly. Okay, let's clarify the Two of Clubs. Ah, so this is the Five of Diamonds, is the clarifier, and the Five of Diamonds represents change. So whatever is in your mind that's you're having trouble deciding with, it's because you are changing. Fives represent change. It means movement. And it doesn't mean that if you decide with your mind, you have to battle the rest of your system. In this case, you are changing from the inside. And this change is coming from the gut or the intuition, because diamond actually represents the earth, which also represents the fall season, and which is also represented uh, the element of fire. Okay, so yeah, so embrace the change. It's not because a lot of times it's like when we decide either it's going this way or that way, but in this case it's not a that's not what we need to be able to make this transition. Rather, what we need is to embrace our whole selves, embrace that decision wholeheartedly, and to trust your intuition in making that change. Okay, let's look at your present. Ah, it's a Three of Clubs. Ooh, looks like it's really continuing, no? So when you say the Three of Clubs again, so for some of you who may be new, to my videos. So the masculine, everybody has a masculine and feminine side. The masculine energy is represented by the clubs and the spades, while the feminine side is represented by the diamonds and the hearts. So in your present, this is the three of clubs. This is now, it now means alignment. Alignment. It means that you're, for me, the clubs, it's a flower, it's flower, it's water, it's the element of water, it's the element of, it also represents the season, the summer season. So here it's from duality, from embracing our duality to make that change. You are now in alignment to who you are at this point, because the who in each person should always be evolving. It cannot be fixed, like from the time you're, let's say from the time that you're a teenager until you get to 50, you are the same person. No, if that happens, I'm sorry. So right now you are in alignment with who you are. That's why you have changed. Okay, so let's look at the let's clarify the three of clubs. Ooh, look, it's a continuous one. Four of clubs. Ah, wow. So right now, because you have made the change and you're in alignment with yourself, especially with your heart, your mind, and your soul, is that you are, because you are looking to find your footing. Because fours represent uh, foundation. It might, for some, it might mean being stuck, um, which was also represented by 2020, because 2 plus 2 is 4, and that's why we were stuck. We were stuck. We couldn't move a lot, and even at this point, in some countries, the pandemic has, really caused a lot of problems. So here it's like, when you are in alignment, your mind, your body, your soul, is that you are able to establish a foundation. Four can also mean stuckness, but here it's like, no, it doesn't. I don't. The guides are saying like it doesn't feel stuckness, but establishing a foundation for this point in your life. Okay, because too much fluidity is, it's like we can't swing both extremes. There's always a balance of the human side and the soul side, or the being side. And so right now you're establishing a foundation for this. Of course, it also means being flexible, but not too flexible in the sense that we are swinging both ways. Okay, so you are establishing foundation because you're already in alignment with who you are at this point. So this is just the laying of the foundation for this change. Okay, so let's look at your future present outcome. The Queen of Spades, and says here that when you establish your foundation, this also means that maybe you're adapting to a new system, or let's say you're making changes. Let's say you're going on a diet. So it also means like you're going to establish a new foundation, maybe in terms of your eating habits, your exercise habits, amongst other things. And when you're able to do that, you will progress. The Queen of Spades is saying that Queen of Spades is 12. 12 also represents the number 3. And it means that you will be a different person. Because remember, sometimes we always look at, oh, the king's the highest in the suit of cards. But actually, you cannot have a king without the queen. as a good advisor, so to speak. It's like saying that no man is successful without a woman advising him, or without maybe a feminine side with him. I don't see it as I don't see it as the king is supposed to be, rather, if you have to balance it, right? Like, you're not all masculine energy, you're not all feminine energy, and I am talking regardless of gender. So here, if you follow through your habits, your schedule, is that you will progress wonderfully as the Queen of Spades. Means that you will be able to master yourself and change yourself in a new way. Yet, of course, it doesn't mean that there will be no obstacles. Of course, there will be obviously and always there will be obstacles, because that fuels our growth. But when we have a clear goal and purpose, we have to be flexible how we will get there. And this is what the Queen is telling us, is that you are supported. I think for me, the Queen represents the Mother Earth, the nature. Um, it means that you are being supported in this endeavor. You are loved. You're cared for. Like, it doesn't mean you're going to be stuck. Actually, I believe that even when you look at history, females are flexible, because even when you look at wars or something, it's like the men will go to war, the women will stay at home, and they have to be able to do housework and also do the backbreaking labor of farming or trade. So here it's like you're being supported, even if it means like you're going through difficulties, is that you will get there and you will be that person who exudes a newfound self, a newfound knowledge, and more so, the spades represent the consciousness. So you're gonna know yourself in a whole different way. Just be flexible with how to get there. You have the foundation, and then of course not everything will go according to plan, so stay flexible. Let's clarify the Queen of Spades. See, Three of Diamonds. So Three of Diamonds represents, again, this is earth element, is that you need to align yourself and trust yourself so that you can get to that Queen of Spades. You need to trust your intuition, your gut, your solar plexus, the one in the stomach. Especially for some people, if things are not going well, you will know that all of a sudden you get this nagging pain in your stomach, stomach related pains, cramps. That's your intuition telling you, do not proceed. Okay? So let's look at the advice card. Oh, Nine of Diamonds. So the advice card is telling us that right now we are ending a cycle, because nines are completion. And we have ended this cycle because we trusted our intuition, our gut. Okay? And with that, you will be able to go and do new things because you have ended it well. Because I'm getting the message that nine is also, it's not just a completion or an ending, but also there's a sense of peace here. There's a sense that you have made peace with the outcome, with your decision. And also you have forgiven yourself. And most importantly, of course, forgive yourself and also forgive others. And remember that anger is not really directed to other people, but it's really our anger to ourselves, maybe for trusting someone too much, for not putting up our borders, our boundaries. So it's done. This part of our lives is already done. Okay, so don't let it linger. Don't waste your time on whatever this is. Let's look at the underlying energy. Ah, the King of Diamonds is the underlying energy. And King of Diamonds is the underlying energy. So as I mentioned earlier, here, what is guiding us is that there should be a balance of the masculine and feminine side. And here, in the underlying or the overall energy of this reading is the King of Diamonds. Again, the diamonds represents the feminine energies, and the number 13, this is the 13th suit of the deck, so that is 4, is that we are ready to get to move on to new things. It's you're able to finish and master this part of our lives, or this part of your life already. So there's no need for rumination, and I guess this is also telling us that because this is the last day of the Mercury retrograde, it's like we can move forward now. We can start anew. Whatever plans may have been stalled, this is now the time to start anew. So this is done. This is done. There's no need to dwell on it. That's it. Like meditate on it. Whatever last emotions you're feeling, meditate on it. Cry it out if you need to. Write it on a journal. Burn the paper. Whatever you have to do, it's done. Otherwise, you linger on whatever issue it is. You can never move on. You're never going to invest 100% of your energy into those new things. And we want to be able to move forward this year um, with enthusiasm, with energy, with full of life. So yes, that's it. Thank you so much. So for your readings, please send me a PM or a DM. I work with video calls. You can record it as you want. So thank you so much, and you can send me a message for any questions. Thank you. Bye bye.